It's.
How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
All right. Did I disrupt the interview?
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Too much excitement.
Hi. How are you, everybody? We're in New York. You gotta eat like a New Yorker, right? I'm here in New York City for KASAI Pro 5. I don't know about you guys, but I am so hyped for this event this weekend. April 6th. Craig Jones is on the card. Felipe Pena, Tex Johnson, Jackson Souza. It's gonna be an amazing event. It always is. KASAI puts on one hell of a show. Right now, I'm headed over to Renzo Gracie Academy. The one, the only. While you're here, you absolutely have to check it out. It's on everybody's bucket list. So right now, I'm headed over there. Craig Jones is gonna be training. Hopefully we can talk to John Danaher. Who knows? Maybe even Renzo Gracie will be there. Let's go.
The voice of KASAI.
Absolutely, he's back.
You look beautiful, man. Don't need to cut. You look good. I wish I had a hair like this.
Those Australians, man. What are they talking about?
Thank you. Good to see you, Reed. Yeah, my pleasure.
KASAI Pro 5. This is a huge one, huh?
This is a big one, man. This is probably one of the best shows. It's the 205ers. You know, it's just that show right before the big guys come in where they're still pretty agile.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna really like try and stall anyone out. It's gonna be action packed, and the KASAI rule set is so good for like creating action. Do you know what I mean? And it couldn't be in a better place. The Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. Like man, it's an iconic stage in a fantastic city. So this is gonna be a great show.
Of course, you got Felipe Pena, Kainan Duarte, the surgeon Kainan Duarte, Aaron Tex Johnson from Unity right down the street. Of course, Craig Jones on the card.
Craig Jones!
Our great friend Craig Jones has been training here and doing very well. He's got quite a few new things to bring to the table, and I'm super excited to see how he deals with going up in weight. As far as technique, I'm looking forward to seeing Craig Jones put out a new game. His game is evolving and changing, and he's really maturing well. And this is a guy who trains year-round, and it's interesting for me as a coach because Craig, of course, travels the world. He's very much a global jiu-jitsu player, and he'll come in here for 2 months at a stretch and get ready for a match, and then disappear for 4 months, 6 months. And so we get a unique opportunity to see developments in his game. But like any good athlete, he's a guy who evolves over time, and his takedown ability has improved significantly, and his back attacks have improved significantly. And I've always believed the integration of legs and back is a particularly important synthesis in grappling, particularly without the gi, because the pressures of one tend to expose the other. And so they have this wonderful symbiotic relationship between back and legs, because as you tend to flee from one, you tend to run into the arms of the other. And I think Craig is seeing that now in his game. And I think that's why you're going to see the next 2 years will be a very productive time for Craig Jones.
I like it. I think you can buy it if you are a fan or a hater too. So supporting both markets there, yeah.
You did that on purpose. I'm a hater.
Super stoked. What was funny is Rustam Chisiov pulled out, and I'm happy about that. 6 minutes with the Russian bear would not be fun for anyone. Just about every event I do is a massive event, so I know even if guys are really used to competing in IBJJF events and stuff, it sort of is a bit of a change doing a big show, and especially like I would consider like KASAI to be one of the biggest, maybe if not the biggest show these days. So like, although you could be a very seasoned competitor, if you haven't done so many super fights, sometimes it's a bit different with the big crowd there and stuff. Obviously been in a foreign city, so I feel very experienced in dealing with the nerves of a big event these days.
On both sides of the coin there, what do you think is the thing that kind of separates people from winning and losing on these big super fight shows? Is there anything you can pinpoint?
I think just the ability to control your nerves leading up to the match, and especially on the day and stuff, because I know like it really makes a difference. Say if you're so nervous the day before you don't sleep well. I mean, sleep's so important. So if you have a bad night's sleep could throw off your whole event the next day and stuff. So your ability to control your emotions leading up, and obviously control your emotions just before the match so you don't get an adrenaline dump when you get out there and stuff, that all makes a big difference. I think some people very rarely can enter the big show and just do great immediately. Most people have to have some sort of learning period to deal with that.
And is that something that you've been focusing on? Is that something that you've been learning over the last few years? Or?
Definitely. The first time I ever had a super fight, I was super nervous and got smashed in it. So yeah, it's definitely come a long way since then.
It's just amazing what KASAI is doing as an organization. They've been around for a relatively short period of time, but you just look at the quality of competitors they're getting. They're putting them in a very exciting format. This tournament format is innately exciting.
It's like a restaurant. People talk, oh, this restaurant business is the toughest business out there, right? Why? Because most of them don't have good food. You open a restaurant with good food, it can be on the top of a building, completely unknown to anybody. People will find it because the good food will be the advertising that you need, you know? So it's the same thing with KASAI. KASAI has the best fightings happening out there right now, you know, and it's the biggest stage, it's the best stage, and I think for the quality of what they are delivering, they are taking too long to reach the stardom, you know, because they do deserve that.
It's amazing what they've done in the short time. You've got to give hats off to Rich Burns and Hollis Gracie. Those guys do an incredible job. And I hope they just keep growing and growing. And there's a sense in which the nature of big shows in Jiu-Jitsu, it's in a kind of a strange area right now. You had EBI is gone, its original format is gone. That was huge for a long time. Now it's kind of combat Jiu-Jitsu. ACB is gone. They had a stranglehold on most of the best competitors for a long time. Now they're gone. KASAI has stepped into a void, and not only did they step into a void, they stepped into a void with all guns blazing, and they're killing it right now. So I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the spot right here this weekend, April 6th, Hammerstein Ballroom, KASAI Pro 5.